Alright, Lions, so just a short video for today. I am actually getting this out quite late in the day, and also the cycle of this entire range of Spider-Week, so I do apologize for that, but we do actually have the Bleach trailer getting revealed in a couple hours time, so do expect a reaction video of that when it does officially drop. It's going to be dropping at like 2:30 AM in the UK, so we've still got a while to wait, and while we wait, let's quickly showcase the team that we have been using for this particular week, only using a 1 out of 5 team. Now, I might showcase a different team later in this video too, but for now, this is the team that I am rocking. I do understand, trust me, I do understand. This is a team not everyone's going to get. It's pretty much a cheat team, but I do want to showcase it real quick, mainly because it works, and it's a really good team, only 1 out of 5. So Aaroniero. Aaroniero is going to be our main lead. I know, very rarely do you actually rock a main NAD character as your lead, but the main reason for that is because he does have the debuff Soul Bomb. So when we do use our Soul Bomb, whatever enemy is in the stage, they're going to have like 80% negative defense, and it allows us to do a lot of damage in combination with the full stamina damage boost, and most importantly, the weakened defense. We are going to clear that final wave very quickly. And of course, you know, Aaroniero is also a pretty good NAD character himself as a main or a side character. As of right now, though, he's basically like the only NAD character you can realistically use as a main, and it actually worked really well because of how he was designed. So I do like that aspect about Aaroniero. On to our next character, Aaroniero was basically designed for this week. He is just all about doing massive amounts of null attack damage, especially in this particular guild quest where he does have Killer. For his bonus abilities, we have given 25% full stam and also damage to drained enemies, because Aaroniero will be inflicting drain. And this is the build that we do have on Aaroniero. And then our third character slot can definitely be improved upon when it comes to the boosters for this particular week, because obviously when it comes to guild quest, you do want to have a booster in your team. Unfortunately, the ESPADA week of guild quest basically has like no good boosters, especially ranged boosters. Nanao is basically like the only one out there, and she's not even an ad character, she's an SP based character, and quite old to be fair too. So this week is definitely a struggle, and if you can't beat it, maybe just stick to the normal difficulty and maybe wait for you to potentially get your hands on some of these newer characters that are designed for this guild quest, or if we could potentially get our hands on a future NAD character that is a booster that is going to be good for this guild quest too. But for me, we're using this now. Let me quickly change this T-set because I don't like rocking chappies on these characters, or any T-sets. We're not about using that in this particular series. For my links, I've gone with like 2 12% recharge links. Of course, one of them being the Senka on Ichigo in case Nanao does die, she can then revive it and use her boost instantly. And then we have this Muramasa, who's a weakened duration minus 55% and also strong attack damage plus 20%. He's mainly here just to give us the weakened duration, and that's basically about it. With the Shiratama Dumplings, which is something that I don't usually use, we are now fully immune to weakening. I could get her to T15 or T20 and then give her a bonus ability, but this is just what I've been working with, and it works, right? So that's the build for Aaroniero, and let me quickly change the golden chappie on Aaroniero. And with that changed, let's jump straight into it. Alright, so jumping into the run, this team is obviously going to clear pretty fast, right? We always have the lag for some reason. It really depends on if we can inflict status augments on how fast we can clear. And as you can see there, we have done that, but unfortunately, we have to spend a bit of time clearing up the mini-mobs, so let me just quickly focus on them. Usually, you want to hit both at the same time. We're not going for the perfect run here, we're literally just going for a clear. Aaroniero then spawned in. We now use our Soul Bomb. It's going to weaken his defense with the weakened defense skill that we have given him. It's going to lower the defense with the debuff effect, and now we just do a lot of damage. Let me just quickly group these man up, and there we go. Very simple. Very bad run. Very bad run, I must say. Like, normally we can clear in like 15 seconds. This was like all over the place, but it is a team that can easily beat it, mainly thanks to the fact that Aaroniero and also Aaroniero just do a lot of normal attack damage that they're just great for this particular week. If you have any of the two, I'm almost certain that they can pretty much carry you throughout this particular quest. However, if you don't have them, it's definitely going to get a bit tough, especially if you're only using a 1 out of 5 team. Now, before these two characters did come out, my usual team was just to use my melee characters. Use my melee characters because they were max transcended, and because they were doing so much damage anyway, we were still able to clear in under 60 seconds. So I'm going to try a different team, this time without these two characters. I'm still going to use Aaroniero because he is a premium character. You might not have him now, but you definitely will get him in the future. We're going to take off the now, and we're going to take off this Aaroniero. So this is the second team that I'm using for today. Aaroniero is going to be our main lead. Keep in mind, she isn't a ranged character, so she isn't getting the 2 times damage output, but you still can use her, and she's still going to be a good character if you don't have any other options whatsoever, because there's not like there's that many other options out there, especially for this particular guild quest. So for Aaroniero, this is the build. We just went with like the full, you know, amount of SP possible without any T-sets. We're using 3 full stamina damage links, and then for our bonus abilities, we have it with 25% full stamina and also weakened defense. And effective, and she only has 500 additional SP. Our Soul Bomb will be doing more damage, but it shouldn't matter all too much. For Aaroniero is the exact same, with the only difference is that now he has damage to frozen enemies instead of drained enemies. And then our final character is Momo. Why are we bringing Momo? I just brought a ranged Nad character that has a boost. That's basically about it. Momo isn't anything exceptional in when it comes to boosting. It's a normal boost. If you have someone like Luna Rukia, for example, she can be great here, even without killer. Well, she does technically have some killer. She has a Ronka, but not a Spada damage. But she's still going to be good there because she is buffing your entire team stats by around 43%. In Momo's case, it's only 33%, but she's only here to boost. So because of that, we don't really care about what accessories she does have, but we want full attack for the most part. And we have given her 3 recharge links, with one of them being a weakened duration minus 55% and also a strong attack recharge. With the level 10 attack and also weakened resistance, she's now fully immune to weakening, and she will still do some damage, and she's going to be boosting our team, potentially inflict slow, but it doesn't really matter all too much. That said, now let's jump into the run. Hopefully we can clear this, because I haven't actually tested the team just yet. Alright, so we're going to use our boost later on. So we're going to let this man do the damage. SA2 there. Back up a bit. We actually inflict slow really good there. We're going to use our SA1 there. We actually transformed. Hopefully inflict freeze. That's what we're kind of going for. Luckily Grimjow's focused on us, so we don't have to worry about him hitting our enemies. We actually inflicted Aaroniero with the slow there. We're going to use our strong attack since we are a power character. SA1 there into the Soul Bomb. Really laggy game right now. For some reason we inflicted slow. Momo, you're throwing the round, lad. It's fine though, it's fine. SA2 there. Now we froze. We're getting really lucky on the RNG. So yeah, really easy team. That many comes down to Aaroniero though. So I'm not going to lie to you lads. It is definitely a tough one if you don't have the Nad support. Without like Aaroniero or Kyo, you really have like limited options. Really limited options. Now of course, as I did mention, because we brought someone like Rukia, for example, you still can bring Nad characters, melee Nad characters more specifically, with a Spada killer, and they're still going to do great here, especially if you have dupes into them. With only 1 out of 5, you're really pushing it. So for example, if you don't have Aaroniero, let's go to our list. Let's go buy a Spada killer and then put melee damage, right? And you can use these characters, someone like this Renji, for example, even technically Ichibei, especially if you have dupes to them, can be used here because they still are able to do damage. They're just damage is cut in half for the most part. But if you have some dupes invested into your main character or these characters, you definitely still can get away with it. But with that said, lads, that was the video for today. Hope you guys did enjoy it. Again, in a couple hours time, we are going to be getting the Bleach trailer reveal. There's already leaks and screenshots out there. I'm excited for it. Hopefully, lads are too. In the comments below, let me know what team you lads are using. And again, as always, if you can't currently beat this guild quest, don't worry about it. Come back in like 7 or so weeks time when the guild quest does come back, and you might have a better team. You might have better accessories. You might have a new character to use. There's obviously going to be more characters coming out in the future designed for this guild quest. And if you potentially pull one of those new characters, you might have a much easier time at tackling this guild quest. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.